So this is my third video from RHS Bridgewater Garden, just on the edge of Manchester, mid-September 2021. And as I said, I've just kind of covered most of this area of this part of the walled garden with the formal pool we've got here and the glass houses there. I'm just going to go over now into that part, which is more of a Mediterranean garden. And as usual, the sun's gone in. Well, we are in Manchester, but yeah, it's good. It's coming out again now. So again, we continue that newly planted area down here, and this is kind of a north against the north-facing wall. So that wall there is probably about 12 foot tall, so it's not quite as tall as see the wall, how it rises there, and I think probably rises again, yes, round over there, so that the wall is tallest on the south facing side and is smallest on the north facing side. So you've got some lovely plants here. You've got lovely cornice there, newly planted. So yeah, so this is going to look good again. Another couple of years, this will look like this. So yeah, again, now we've got a beautiful dark aster. Look at that dark purple. In fact, look at that. And then again, the salvia is covered in bees and butterflies. Look at that, absolutely beautiful, just dancing in the sun. So again, this still looks well in flower. Some of these have finished in other areas, but this is still looking good, this Echinacea. Oh no, that's Helenium, isn't it? That's Echinacea, I think. And again, these grasses are just wonderful. They're just really, they provide such a good foil to the flowers. You know, you've got the flowers and they're beautiful and you've got all those colour, but then you've got just this movement and this structure that's punctuating the whole of the design. It's just fantastic. Even things that are finished, look at the seed heads on that again. They will leave this because birds in winter, birds like goldfinches, will absolutely go for that. Eryngium. Okay, that's such a strange shape, that strange daisy, absolutely stunning. Little, lovely little edges there. Look at that. Oh, I won't disturb him with his camera set up. And again, this rill goes all the way across to that other water feature over there. And look at the colour of that foliage. That is just stunning. And then you can see we're in a more Mediterranean area. There's a huge amount of gravel dug in there. It's virtually pure gravel, I think. So this is kind of the dividing line between the more herbaceous kind of prairie planting there and then more Mediterranean planting here. Lots of silver and grey leaves, lots of spiky plants. Still a few grasses around. And again, Manchester is one of the wettest places in England, so if you're going to grow Mediterranean plants, you have to grow them in a sheltered area like a walled garden, and just incorporate lots and lots of gravel, just make that soil as light as possible. I must admit, everything does look to be pretty healthy, although because they are Mediterranean plants, they tend not to flower a long time, so virtually everything's finished. And you're very much relying on foliage to keep the interest going. Look at this again, this lovely little grass here. Look at these little bits of glass, little bits of frosted, fluffy plant.
Woo. Stick your finger on there.
I'm going to get some sun. I'm in the part of the garden that will look the best in sunshine. Of course, the sun has gone behind a cloud. Good old Verbena bonariensis, which again, bees and butterflies absolutely adore. You can't go wrong, and flowers all summer, right through into autumn, right through into October, looking absolutely stunning. And here we have a little white butterfly, but it's not coming into land. And look at this, got a lovely creeping thyme here. I've got this in my garden, but I can't remember what it is. In a pot. Doesn't do very well because it only gets sun about half the day. Can't see a label. I think it begins with P, Palcovia or something like that. Absolutely adoring this creeping thyme. This has been so successful. And you contrast that grey foliage contrasting with this fern leaf peony. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And then you've got this Rosa glauca, which is mainly grown for its beautiful blue leaves, and then the red hips at this time of year are absolutely stunning. And again, birds will love that in winter. And you've got some peonies here. It's a bit more in flower over here. Again, you've got some asters, some lower down asters. So a lot of these are kind of smaller dwarf asters. And again, just look at the grasses. Absolutely stunning. And again, the blue of the asters just picks up the grey and the silver and the kind of beigey colour of the grasses. It's just an absolute joy. You've got some irises for kind of May time, and I say some peonies as well for around about that time. It's just an absolute joy. Plantsman's paradise. It really is stunning. In fact, I don't know if maybe not having the sun out really picks up the grey tones better than having the sun out. And again, see how they made the gravel light, so it reflects that light back. So you're really maximising the chance of these plants surviving. They thrive in good light conditions, bright sunlight. So you don't want to make the path dark grey colour, you want it to be really bright. Some elephants ears there looking absolutely fantastic. Again, lovely yellow rudbeckia, again amongst this beautiful grass. Just look at that subtle colour of that. That's just so divine, how it just mingles in a really naturalistic effect. Absolutely to die for. And this lovely blue of this, what is this? Is this an ornamental pear? I don't know what that is. But again, more grey. Artemisia, Lambrook Silver. That is just, that intermingling there is just heavenly. That to me is just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, as they come over here, it's kind of got a little bit more herbaceous again, because you have got a wall that's going to cut out a little bit of the sunlight for part of the day. So it's not like over here where this will get sun all the daytime. And again, they will leave these seed heads on. This looks, obviously it's finished flowering now, it's dying back, but they will leave that. The birds will eat the seeds from that in winter, cut that back next spring. And again, lovely, this dark purple against that yellow, that helenium. That is just fantastic. And this is just beginning, I think, to come out. So again, as long as that keeps flowering for another 2 or 3 weeks, this will contrast lovely with that. It's Rudbeckia. And that clematis up there, climbing up that wall. And again, another border that's slightly more shaded to look forward to in the next couple of years. We've got some spiky plants here. Bellotta, false dittany. Never heard of it. That grass is just amazing. Absolutely stunning. And imagine these numbers. Every bed seems to be numbered in the corner so that the gardeners know exactly which bed. If you say PGE 87, we'll know which bed it is. But yeah, now the sun's come out again for a bit. You can see the shadow there. It's just going back in again now. You can see the shadow that our walls forming at this time of year. So obviously in high summer it will be much higher and that shadow will be less. And obviously in winter that shadow is going to come way over here. Look at those Nymphophea red hot pokers, absolutely stunning. Laryngium's finished. Nymphophea, toffee nose, it's lovely that. Rosa glauca again. And again, this lovely, lovely grass. Again, these lovely blue iris. So even once they flowered, that foliage is just, you know, such a lovely structural plant. Some agapanthus there, blue flowers. And look at that sedum there. Steeper, Lessingiana, Lessing feathergrass. Lessing, should that not be lesser feathergrass? Grass, I don't know, but stonecrop, sedum, lovely, lovely purple, just contrasting again with that lovely kind of golden grass, and then just a little bit of acid green from this euphorbia. We've got next year's growth coming through there. It gives such a lovely effect, even though it's a bit floppy. I could quite go for that because you've got the new growth coming through it. It just gives a really nice effect. And these alliums, which again will flower kind of June time. I think they're alliums, are they? Oh no, they're not. Oh, salvia. No, it's not salvia. That's salvia down there. What are these? Oh, scabious. Teasel-like scabious. Ah. Oh. Salvia over and done with there, but again you've got the sedum amongst the grass. We're on 16 minutes. Right, well, it's nearly 17 minutes, so I'm just going to go through here again. Oh, lovely little tortoiseshell on this aster. And again, there's hoverflies, there's flies, there's bees. Absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to walk around the back because this again has gone a little bit of Mediterranean with the creeping plants, but again we've got a Gaura, I think that is. Got Crocosmia. Again, that's still, well, there's still so many to flower here. That will do well in sun or shade, that semi-shade. And again, beautiful Verbena bonariensis.
This is one that he cuts down every year. And then it just rises up and then like, in about 2 or 3 weeks. It's all a plant like that.
These are the kind of subtly intermingling with each other. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely clematis up there. And again, once these spread out and climb all over that wall, that wall's going to be a massive colour at various times of the year. And again, good old Verbena bonariensis, lovely big bumblebee there, and a small white butterfly, and again that lovely grass, lovely and erect grass there. Just stunning. Worth every penny of me not paying to get in here. Well, I do because I'm an RHS member. So I've already paid. Look at that. It's not just the flowers, it's the kind of bracts at the back, that darkness, almost black. And the lovely, lovely dark purple. And we'll just have a quick look through it. I think this is kind of the trial bed area where they're trialling certain plants out. Because of course the reason for the garden is that its remit is to do research on breeding new species, looking at climate change, looking at drought resistance, flood resistance, pest and disease resistance. You know, it's a science. It's not just a garden for aesthetic purposes. It's a research place, the Royal Horticultural Society. So yeah, so just over 20 minutes. So I think I'm going to wander up to the Japanese garden. So, although I'll probably go through the vegetable garden there first, but from this part of the wall garden, I will say bye for now.